Grand Rising. Hi, I'm Indigo Crystal Goddess. What's up, Diana? Welcome. I'm so glad you called me. It is raining, and I decided I was going to go live and see what Spirit has for you guys. Just a general collective reading. How have you been, Diana? How are the kids? How is everything going? I haven't talked to you in so long. All right, Holy Spirit, what is the general energy today? Oh, everything fell. You have a siren energy. Good, good. I've been praying for you, honey. I pray for all of the collective. Um, there's something about your energy. Once again, just a lot of reiterating so you know that you are a BA in the spirit community. You have this siren energy. This stack fell on the floor. So I'm just going to tell everything that fell on the floor. Queen of the Damned at the bottom of the deck. The first card was this siren energy that you're carrying. Okay. Somebody stealing your mail could have had to make a deal with the DA. They could be coming up on some kind of federal charges for tampering with your mail or tampering with your privacy here. I'm seeing something like privacy, HIPAA laws, also your emails. It's something about your emails, okay? And your mailbox, something about your mailbox being tampered with. You, okay, so there's something about some monthly payment statements, all right, that were supposed to be sent to this address or that was being sent to this address, or there was some kind of communication about some funds that was sent to this address and you didn't get it due to some type of ritualistic abuse. Like you could have been even a child when this information came and an adult took your mail, all right? An adult took your mail, took your identity, and sent in a flying monkey here. This could be a third party, or this is someone from your family, maybe an aunt, an uncle, a child, even an older child, okay, to come in and gaslight you. But you're like a badass in the community. That's what I was saying. BA is badass. You're like a badass in the spiritual community here because you're coming up as John Wick and the Boogeyman. This is how they feel when they mention your name or when they talk about you. They feel like they know now that they cannot speak your name in a negative way without there being some kind of repercussions. Well, thank you, Spirit, because they have been dragging your name through the mud, literally. All right. Somebody could have took a cruise to the Bahamas, or maybe you're going to be able to take a cruise to the Bahamas when this comes, or somebody literally traveled to the Bahamas to pay someone to do some type of work here with the boogeyman. All right. So maybe somebody traveled to pay someone who is a Baba Yaga. Okay. But this is what I see. This is the deck that fell out. All right, we're going to put them back in. And if they come back out, then we will see. Yeah, splitting the deck, we have you're tapped in. Somebody hates the fact that you're so tapped in. They hate that you're intuitive, you're psychically connected to the divine. Okay, somebody hates that. This Queen of the Damned energy, this could be a mother figure, a stepmother, an adopted mother, an aunt, a sister, a cousin. Okay, I was also getting downloads earlier today. Spirit was telling me about these baby farms. Okay, Spirit was telling me about baby farms. All right, this is something that happens in a lot of different countries. Nigeria is one of those countries. Africa, there are a lot of different places where they literally harvest children in a way. I'm going to say harvest, but it's like a woman, they find a woman who's pregnant. She's needs help. Maybe she's homeless or she's on drugs and she needs some kind of assistance. Okay, I just got some thunder. So it's something significant about your that with your mother. I feel like your real mother, they met her. Maybe she was in an abusive relationship, or she was homeless, or she was needing some sort of help, and they offered her some help. Okay, but it turned out that these people were literally harvesting babies. They were literally taking these women's babies and selling them in America on the dark web or on the black market here. All right, this is they Spirit showed me this. Okay, this is what they do. They take women who are young, maybe they get put out of their home with their parents, and they offer them, they offer to pay for their food. They tell the mother that the child beat and died, the child still be, or adopt this child out. Okay, I feel like that's what happened here. Somebody, you were taken from your mother. They lied to her. Okay, they could have even unalived her as well. All right, there's something about a court case here, and you're exposing the lies about a court case. You're exposing some kind of theft. All right, Holy Spirit, tell me more. This is why they've been tampering with your mail so that you don't know when you're supposed to go to court. All right, tell me more about this. Tampering with your mail, your voicemails. What? Like somebody has hacked your phone where they get the same phone calls you get. They know who you're talking to on the phone. You had a dual way to operate in your light and your dark. All right. You may have actually witnessed a murder of your mother or a murder of your father here. You may have literally witnessed a murder when you were younger. You witnessed them doing something to somebody. And they've been trying to make you forget, or they've had you under. There's something you knew, because I'm picking up on psychic abilities into a family of diviners. Like, this is what they do. This is like a family practice where they practice divination, healing. Your mother could have been a light worker. Your father could have been a light worker. But there's a third party here that took out an insurance policy on somebody else's husband here. Okay, this person was having an affair with your father, or vice versa. And this person took out an insurance policy on this person, and, and they plan to finish the job with you. I feel like they did the same thing to you. They put an insurance policy on you, and then they started doing spell work here. But you are carrying this Joseph energy. Somebody's name could be Joseph or Joe. Okay. Somebody hates the favor of God that is on your life here. They hate how protected you are, how favored you are, how much God tried protection since you were a baby, because you could have been born of some sort of relationship that somebody was having here. Yes, I'm telling you, Nigerian, that came out. Somebody here, your mother could have been Nigerian. Guilty. They have been found guilty. It doesn't have to be Nigeria, but Nigeria came out as a synchronicity and an assign to me, letting me know that I am onto something. Somebody was in a relationship, they were married, all right, but this person had a relationship outside their marriage, or this is your mother who is pregnant with this baby that they stole from a Nigerian woman. Yeah, I know when I'm getting close because the flies appear and come bothering me. Tell me more. Oh, yeah, okay. Unalived a baby because it wasn't his child. Crushed peels in the bottle. All right, somebody unalive the child. Okay, so it was a third party here. There's a third party here, and this father figure tried to unalive this child because they were married. And they could have tried to get rid of you, this cult or coven, through a humiliation ritual as well. All right, working with a hospital, because there's a lawsuit here on a hospital. So it could be a hospital that was working with pregnant women, and this hospital, whoever worked in this hospital, this third party worked in this hospital where they were taking people's babies. Okay, I'm telling you. It says your real dad is looking for you. I'm telling you. This is what they do. Like, they trick women out of their children. Refugee women, people who are not from this country. Your real father was also a part of this organization, this Skull and Bones, but this person left the organization and went into hiding out of fear. All right? They could have had your father under a humiliation ritual as well. And it says your father killed your mother. Yeah, your father may have unalived your mother, or your mother may have unalived your father. It's something like that. It's some kind of murder here. And somebody is feeling guilty because it's coming out. Tell me about this father, this real dad that's looking for somebody here in the collective. Your real father could be Nigerian or something like that, or come from that area over the water where there's a, and they made a deal. All right, they made a deal here, and someone sacrificed their firstborn, and they're fighting this in court because they don't want it to be exposed. But they don't have anybody to do any more spell work. That's why I said they traveled overseas here, because the witch is dead. Whoever they were using as their practitioner, she has passed away due to some kind of backfire. God hardened these people's hearts. This is like Pharaoh, and you're like Moses. These people didn't want to let you go. You are a divine, devoted person to God. Okay, you have been set apart by God. But my father was my grandfather. His brother thought I was his daughter, but I'm not. Yeah, King of Swords. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There's some kind of organization where they could have a little shelter or something where they take in pregnant women, or this was a church, or an organization where they were helping, supposedly helping women who had children. Y'all, wait a minute. When I was 19, I went to a shelter called Covenant House. And this shelter was supposed to be for women who had children, and they would help you with formula. Okay, somebody could also be Jamaican or from Jamaica, or this third party that puts insurance policies on people and children could have been Jamaican, or this nurse, because there's a third party here that is a nurse. She works in a hospital. She has access to children, and they will either sell the children, or they will literally take the child out for their for some type of organ harvesting here. Okay, this is what they do. And your real father may have sued this hospital due to some type of negligence here, of something happening to you when you were a baby while you were in the hospital. This was a Jamaican nurse or a Nigerian nurse that was caring for you, but this nurse was really the third party. How did she end up working in the hospital where you ended up going? Because somebody couldn't get a death certificate. Somebody was trying to cash in on an insurance policy. They did this with your father. I feel like your mother. They did this with your mother. They cashed in on an insurance policy and they tried to cash in on one with you using a fake death certificate, but they were unable to get the death certificate. So then they resorted to the humiliation ritual, poverty ritual, okay, to attack your stability here. Somebody was in a relationship with a man they didn't know was married, okay? That could have been you. You could have been this person that was in a relationship with this karmic twin. You didn't know this person was married, but the third party, whoever he was cheating on you with, put an insurance policy on him, all right? If you lost a child, that was by design. These people unalived a child here. If you lost a child, they did spell work for you. Yeah, this karmic lover. I'm telling you, if you lost a child, this is because of something these people were doing. They were doing some type of spell work behind the scenes. This karmic twin, they tried to sacrifice a baby here. And they did unalive a baby because it wasn't their child. Or they thought it wasn't their child, or they felt like it wasn't their child. So they did some kind of a spell over your pregnancy to make you lose the pregnancy. This is crazy because they're connected to some kind of baby ring here. There's some kind of baby farm here where this masculine goes around impregnating women and then leaving them out to dry, abandoning them. So then they go to a shelter because your karmic family is involved as well. All right. They end up going to a shelter and then they somehow take the child through CPS. These people work with CPS. They have connections to CPS. Child Protective Services. God's hiding a pregnancy from your karmic ex, or your karmic ex was hiding a pregnancy from their wife, which could have been you being the third party. You could have been the karmic in this situation too, because if this person was in a relationship with someone and you didn't know, you didn't see the signs, you didn't follow your intuition when it came to this person. But now that you're tapping into this new higher frequency, you're picking up on the energy of it. Now, if when you saw the signals, there's some kind of a false attack that was sent against you, or a false attack that was sent against. Yeah, this was a false attack sent against you, okay, because they couldn't get a death certificate. So they decided to sacrifice a child here. And they unalived a child because it wasn't theirs, or they felt like it wasn't theirs, to get access to some digital currency or digital money. And if this isn't a literal child, this could have been death to something you loved, okay? Death to a job, death to your income, poverty. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody wanted you in poverty, homeless, on the street. Your karmic twin could be hiding a pregnancy from you as well, a pregnancy with someone who made a deal with a DA here. Somebody made a deal to turn this person in, this third party. They made a deal to turn this third party in because they told the court about a baby this person unalived by putting poison in a baby's bottle to collect on some kind of insurance. Okay. All right, that's what this is. And then when they tried to get a death certificate, because this child could have been disabled, they couldn't get the death certificate. They were trying to get some kind of survival benefits. Okay. This is you, baby. This is you. This is this is you. You're the baby. A third party took out an insurance policy on your real dad. The third party was your mom. Okay. Or this aunt. Yeah, it's this aunt, right? That was having an affair with your real dad, which could have been her sister's husband or her sister's man, and she was having an affair with this person. And when this person wouldn't leave his wife and actually went to the police or to the feds and turned her in about some kind of something about a child that she hurt or harmed, she could be Jamaican or Nigerian, or she could have traveled to these places. Yeah, to do trafficking with a karmic lover here. Clarify this third party, spirit. Let's clarify the third party. What's up? This third party. See, your mother could have been the third party unknowingly. Or maybe she knew this man was married. I don't know, but I feel like she was the third party. And this karmic aunt, too, possibly, or was in a relationship, took an insurance policy out on him, on your real dad, and then started to try to kill him, threatening to unalive a child, and may have literally done that because the card is out here. That she literally unalived a child to get some type of insurance money here. With the Three of Cups to celebrate. She celebrated instead of mourning. we have a lost child here, but she celebrated. This is somebody who does this to boost their income. All right. Clarify the lawsuit here. There was a lawsuit where somebody had to provide a death certificate. This could be the court. The court could have summoned this person and told this person that they needed to provide further information. But then they started to pretend like somebody was attacking them with these false flag attacks, acting like they were going through this and going through that. Oh, I'm sick, I'm dying, I'm and all the while you had these people blocked and they couldn't communicate with you because you weren't talking to these people anymore. Now they're crying and praying because somebody could literally be in jail here or in prison because they wanted to finish the job. I feel like they tried to poison you when you were a baby to collect on some kind of insurance money, something they did to another child that literally worked. You're going to get some kind of communication about this, possibly from your real dad that made a deal with the DA to work with them to get this person caught up over this. Oh my God, this is that twin energy, y'all. This is that twin energy. There could have been at your birth, there could have been two babies born. One child, both these kids, this woman tried to unalive by putting something in their bottle. Okay. But one child did pass away, but the other one didn't. You survived because you were favored by God. You're called for some kind of grand mission, Ace of Cups. All right. You're going through some kind of spiritual transformation where you could be experiencing tingling in your hands, in your feet. You could be having problems sleeping. Okay. It's due to these new higher frequencies that are coming in. Okay. Somebody made a deal with this cult or coven to give up their firstborn child. I'm telling you, somebody was cheating on their wife, and they made a baby with a third party, and the person who's the third party is put an insurance policy out on this person and literally tried to unalive them, and they did this to a child as well. So whoever your real father is, they're working with the feds or they're working with the FBI. Tell me more. They're communicating with the DA about what this mother figure did or what this karmic aunt did when she was pregnant or before or after she told this karmic masculine she was pregnant. She was hiding from her lover. Gemini energy, because she knew that this baby was not for her lover. Page of Pentacles. She knew that this baby was for this man, your real father. She could have told this person that you died, okay? But really, one child died, but the other one did not die. I'm picking up on twin energy. This somebody wants to come and give you something, gift you something. Swords betrayal here in the reverse. After you escaped some kind of ruin and got into your destiny, your north node, your star. I feel like your father could be watching you on some kind of platform. I feel like your father has, with the Joseph coat of many colors, I feel like you were his favorite child, okay? And there could be some siblings that are jealous because this person looked out for this Queen of Pentacles here or teamed up. They could be pissed off because somebody was collaborating with this group. This Queen of Pentacles was collaborating with this group and now it is going through a tower. This Capricorn energy. This is this Queen of Pentacles, this Capricorn. She's going through a tower that she was teaming up and working with these people to help her get this money, this insurance money. That could be what's tied up in the court, an insurance claim. Somebody was trying to say that you are gone, and the court ordered them to bring, and they were unable to get the proof. These people were coming up against you for no reason. No reason other than to get X that's been attacking your union, your relationship, even if it's in the 5D. This person has been attacking it. This person is trying to find you, locate you, or trying to make a decision, weighing their options. They're planning. Whoa, my whole house shook. Somebody's going to jail for insurance fraud because you reached your north node. You're in your destiny and you got all this good karma coming in. Okay? You took your blessings, took your life literally, and they did. You know, I hear people say all the time, nobody can steal your, because if you don't know about it, if you don't act on it, if you don't participate, then you lose it by forfeiting. Okay? You ever heard that saying, if you don't use it, you lose it? Okay? This Queen of Swords was trying to hold on to it. Hold on to your destiny, on to your gifts and abilities. Somebody's a gatekeeper here. There's a whole lawsuit going on now. Okay? Somebody is going to be found guilty of murder. You could be helping to get justice for your unborn boy. They were born because they took them out. They took a baby out here. It was just because it wasn't their child. They took the deal right here. Two of Wands and the devil. The decisions when it comes she is the devil's, and she is under judgment for being the devil's advocate. Because she knew this, I feel like she knew this man was married. All right. She prayed and asked God to send her someone to love. But then when she did, she found out this person was married. This could have been a fatal attraction, but she was already pregnant. All right. So she began to work and plan and come up with this scheme because she's bitter and angry. This is like the type of person, when she's with the father of the child, she's happy, she takes care of the kids, but when they get into arguments and they break up, then she want to hurt the kids, then she want to harm them. 333, as I said that. But there was some kind of divine intervention when it came to you. Maybe when they got you to the hospital, okay? Maybe your nurse was Jamaican, okay? I don't know. But I feel like something balanced out here. Due to some divine intervention. And now you have victory, all right? Victory is here for you. Because these people they took that leap of faith, all right? They took that leap of faith to try to poison a child just because this father didn't want to be with her. And when they didn't kill you and you ended up going to the hospital, these people worked with the doctor here. And told your mom or somebody that you died. This is bullshit. I'm telling you. But they're defeated. They're feeling defeated by your success. You're gonna have success in being able to build a family here. I'm telling you, or get your family back. Because somebody has been trying to destroy your family from the beginning, and we know that the devil, he's always seeking those that he can steal, kill, and destroy from. Okay. And the enemy has been coming after your kids from the beginning, even when you were pregnant with them and trying to survive here with this lover. They were still coming up against you, coming up against your body, your pregnancy here with this Knight of Wands energy. He is with them. He is on their side, and he thought he would just patiently wait you out. He'd wait you out. You'd be back, It's like, yeah, I let her go, but she'll come back. She'll be back. Or this family felt like they would let you go, but you wouldn't be able to survive in isolation, but you were literally at peace. You're going to be at peace, all right? You're going to be able to get your family back and sail away to calmer waters. You're going to be able, everything that was stolen from you, collective, is going to be restored, all right? You've been in your Job season, all right? And you're going to be able to have peace finally in your life. Not have to worry about anything. That's what I'm hearing. Clarify this peace energy. What is this? I feel like you've made peace. Yeah, because you've closed out this cycle. All right? And because this cycle is over, you got a whole new cycle beginning. All right? So this is past energy. And somebody could be behind bars here with the Nine of Swords, losing it, losing their shit. because of what they did, possibly to your work, something you were doing for work. Somebody is being woken up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Somebody can't sleep at all. It's like the beds are hard. The beds are like super hard. This person has never been to jail before, so they're afraid. They're anxious. They're miserable and unhappy, and they're praying to God to help them get out of this what they've done here. Or they're praying for God to stop something you're doing for work, or something that you're doing here online that is bringing you victory here. Somebody's praying for the heartache to stop. They're heartbroken. But you know what? This is their own fault. Somebody could be in the hospital, in jail, with a heart attack. Somebody could have had a heart attack. This is how they're stressing. They're stressing so much behind this. You know, how they don't, I don't even know if this person hasn't gotten their sentence yet, but they're waiting to hear, and they're praying before they go before this judge that the judge will have mercy on them. The blankets are thin. It's cold. It's cold in there. This person is going to church. They're going to the chapel, talking to the church. What can they do to fix this? How can they move forward after this? Somebody could be scared because of the work they did to stop your forward movement. Whatever they did could be backfiring on this King of Cups. I'm telling you. They're mourning. This person is depressed. This could be somebody who suffers from depression and bipolar, and they're losing their shit in this jailhouse. This person could be a germaphobe. I just heard germaphobe. Like somebody's a germaphobe and they have to use this same bathroom. Hey, this King of Cups was holding on to something that belonged to you, all right? And this person is being forced to release it. They have released it because they're now in jail. They've been locked up. This person is mourning, they're depressed, they're crying over spilled milk, they're feeling trapped because they didn't listen to their intuition. They're still trying to manifest you back into their energy, but this is karmic justice for you. This is your justice that this person is in jail or in the hospital. I tell you, you might be feeling this person's energy. If you've been feeling anxious, if you've been feeling a lot of fear and anxiety and depression, and you know this is not your energy, this is this person's energy. I'm pretty sure he's trying to send you psychic, Hierophant. This could be somebody's husband or wife or boyfriend, friend, girlfriend, baby mama, whatever. Yeah, Ace of Swords. This is the truth. This is somebody who was in a connection, a commitment, or a divine connection. But this person dropped the ball. They fell for that third party. And that third party was manipulating them the whole time. This person could have also was being abused by this third party. This person was being abused. This person was actually an abuse victim. Okay, I know we always hear about women being in abusive relationships But this relationship that this masculine, your karmic twin, was in, was very abusive. They pulled guns on each other. They have shot at each other. She has literally tried to poison him. And then they make up, they get right back together. It's crazy. It's the craziest relationship you ever seen in your life. And somebody could be realizing that there's a very toxic dynamic here. Okay. All right. That's all I'm gonna pick up on that. I don't want to pick up on their energy. Let's check this inheritance out. Let's see what's on with this inheritance. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what is the energy for the collective this evening, this morning? What is it that's going on with this insurance policy or with this inheritance, this trust fund? So, Spirit is saying there's more to be said when it comes to a child here. Okay, you could have been a child that was adopted. Okay, point blank, period. There's an actor or an actress here that wanted to adopt a child. All right, that's why you've been picking up on celebrity energy. Somebody is an actor or an actress, and this person is married and they wanted a child. So somebody got this person a child. They took a child. Your real parents could have been actors or actresses, or maybe somebody just played that role really good. You were an orphan. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. These are some cards that I just recently made. Bear with me, y'all. The energy is shifting. Spirit wants me to talk about these orphan trains. In 1929, there was a covert operation done by the government where they were taking children and putting them on trains. It was 100,000 children, and they would traffic these children from these baby farms. All right. There is a lady named Amelia Dyer. She was a serial killer, and she ran a baby farm, and people would bring their children to this lady. All right. And this lady would keep the child for a little while, and then she would adopt the child out to somebody else, to another family, or she would starve the child and bury the child. Okay, I'm telling you, they were even working with this covert operation was also doing some type of shock treatment here on the children. Uh, this was happening in 1973. Okay, someone could have been taken from one of these farms or a child of one of these farms. I don't know why that's coming out right now, but this could be what's going on in the industry, okay, to dark skinned children, okay. These actors and actresses are creating these baby farms where they kill and sold babies, dark skinned babies. This is a covert operation that they have been doing to children, also performing some kind of shock treatment for money. They sell the babies for money in America. All right. I feel like this is somewhere in Nigeria or Africa. This could be a preacher that turned to an outlaw here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nigerian baby farm. I can't make it up. There is a preacher here that has turned into an outlaw. This person is working with a Nigerian clinic or hospital or adoption agency where they take in pregnant mothers, and then they take their children and they sell these children to actors and actresses. Okay? It says pack it up at the bottom of the deck. These people are packing it up. It's over. Whatever this child ring was, it's done. This was in 1973 when this started. Somebody has a loony toony wife here. So this preacher that's a part of some kind of child trafficking here, some kind of baby farm, has a loony toony wife. All right. Yes, newborn babies. I'm telling you, this preacher that turned outlaw traffics newborn babies from Nigeria or Jamaica. You escaped this baby farm somehow. You ended up with another family. You ended up with a family of handlers. Let's see, what else? Tell me more about this baby farm. Yeah, pack it up. Spirit is saying they had to pack it up. It's over. And it's not just dark skinned babies, it's light skinned babies as well. Fatal attraction, husband or wife. Like this preacher turned outlaws. Whoever his wife is, she is a fatal attraction and she is loony as hell. She could have told this preacher husband to pack it up and get on out of here. Okay? This false prophet, this is not a real preacher. They could do this for adrenochrome, okay? Where they cause a lot of fear and anxiety and then they drain the adrenochrome from the babies. Wow. This is weird. This is a lot different than the energy on TikTok. Flooding. Somebody could be experiencing some flooding where they are. This preacher and his wife could be experiencing some flooding damage due to what they have been doing. This people they could have been giving this impression like they are some kind of an orphanage or they take in orphans, okay? Like they take in orphans or unwanted children. Somebody failed to pay the property taxes on some land here. Somebody was found guilty of child trafficking. All right. They could have been saying that they were helping orphans. All righty. I told you you're like Job. All right. There was some false documentation about your adoption here. Somebody could have said you were adopted, but this was really from you. They got you from some kind of a breeding program or something. What the hell? Where they do adrenochrome harvesting. It ain't organ harvest. They are harvesting off of adrenochrome. Tell me more. Tell me more, spirit. All right, so somebody is being told to pack it up and get on out of here. They're getting a divorce. Their wife is leaving them, even though she's cray cray, or he's telling people she's crazy. Somebody runs a drug cartel, but instead of drugs, it's babies. Okay? This is a whole baby ring. This would be somebody's baby father. They faked the death. They found out that the child in that coffin, the DNA doesn't match. All right? It's not you, it's somebody else. Another child that they took out. There's a nurse here that's like a killer nurse. That's this Looney Tune wife of this husband that's a preacher. This preacher turned outlaw. His wife is a nurse. She takes people's babies. She works with this organization to harvest off of babies, taking people's babies, all right, telling them that their baby died. They could do this in Nigeria, okay? They could have did this, your deceased ex could have been a part of this as well, or the deceased ex left your children something. And possibly they're keeping this from you. All right. There's one of your exes that's deceased that left your children something. And this is also being kept from you. this karmic family could know about it. CPS, I'm telling you, like somebody goes in and takes people's children so that they can adopt them out. This could be CPS that's doing this. Oh, yeah, there it is. CPS is the one that's working with this preacher turned outlaw to harvest off of babies with this Nigerian baby farm here. And this group, CPS is the one that is harvesting off of these children. And I just heard a horn. It is CPS, and this causing a lot of natural disasters because this is out of balance and they're harming newborn babies as well. These people are serial unalivers. They could have took your ex out, but they're definitely hiding some type of assistance that was left to you. Somebody was working with marine spirits, or they were sending marine spirits towards you. New York could be significant. This preacher turned outlaw could have a beard. They did this to a baby girl. Something about orphan trains and an incubator babies, all right? New York City mission, all right? So somebody, you could have been adopted out of a New York City mission where they were doing some kind of experiments here with incubator babies. And then they adopt them out through CPS. They were creating this baby farm. This could be CPS doing this. They're the ones that have these orphan, or they had these incubator babies. They're the ones that were a part of this incubator baby thing. All right. Creating orphans. What the hell? So they can adopt them out. This was a time where there weren't enough people or children or something. Somebody was removed as the executor from your estate. They didn't inform you that you inherited something from a deceased father or a deceased ex or something like that. Or you were left something by your mother's deceased ex, something that was left to her children, an inheritance to a baby girl. God has hardened this mother's heart. I'm telling you, whoever this betrayer is, she may not even know. I mean, she might not know that you were taken from some kind of baby farm or something. That CPS may have taken you from your mother when you were a newborn, and you were put in this adoption agency. Well, it don't have to be CPS. There's something about a false flag attack as well, because that came out earlier. This Queen of the Damned, all right, I'm telling you, she works with CPS. She helps to orphan children using methods. She breaks up homes. This Queen of the Damned is going to jail within the next 48 hours, I'm telling you. So if you're watching me, now you know when you'll be going to jail. Very, very soon. Yeah, and you deserve it. If you were doing this to children, living your best life off of the collective's money, this Looney Tune. See, whoever your father is, okay, your mother could have become this, or this karmic aunt became this Looney Tune or something, all right? She became a fatal attraction to this man. But this man had a wife, okay? She made him lose his job. She started to hurt herself and blame him, saying that, I'm telling you, somebody is in an abusive relationship. This was a very weird abusive relationship where she was trying to set this man up to be arrested, all right, for abusing her. But she was hurting herself, literally putting makeup on her face to make it look like she had a black eye or literally hurting herself. Tell me more about this loony toony wife who's a fatal attraction on somebody's husband, but this man has a wife. Yeah, divine masculine. Okay, they did this to your karmic twin. This is your karmic twin. This is not a divine masculine. They cloned his laptop, or they cloned your laptop, or they cloned this wife's laptop. Tell me about this crazy wife, which would seem like the third party to you, but this person was already married. You're getting assistance from Hecate. She's warded off the negativity, and she's guiding you through your difficult choices, okay? You could have been a part of some kind of MK Ultra mind control where you were given LSD. Something about FEMA camps. Tell me more about this divine masculine. He could have also been a part of that program. He could also have been psychic. Okay, so this could have happened to the both of you guys, all right? Someone performed a ritual here. This weird ass wife of your karmic masculine. This woman did a ritual, an invocation to seek Papa Legba's assistance. I'm telling you. To bring some kind of a tower moment to your finances. This Capricorn energy, Queen of the Damned. Take it how it resonates. This could be your mom, your sister, your ex, or whoever. This is a loony toony person. She is insane in the membrane. Making false reports. That's why the false flag reports came out. Making false reports. You've gone through your Kundalini awakening, or you're going through a Kundalini awakening. They try to cover this up. They try to cover up the fact that you inherited something, or that some type of work was done here to try to block your finances. They try to cover it up by making false reports against you. Tell me more. Something significant about flooding. This could be due to planet X or Nibiru. So this could be past, present, or future. There could be some future flooding due to this planetary object in our solar system. I was also picking up on an asteroid. All right. You could be the little fire starter child here, the baby girl. Drew Barrymore could be significant. Drew is probably trafficked as well. Somebody could be going through a custody battle here with their crazy baby mama or their crazy wife. They're going through a custody battle. Or somebody was going through a custody battle. Your mother was going through a custody battle with your real father here. But so she got help from this cuckoo cult. Maybe it was Skull and Bones, but Spirit is saying it was the Golden Dawn. She got help from this occult to get access to whatever your real father left you. Something that was supposed to pay for your college education. You were not supposed to have to work. Okay? You were gonna have an easy life, a life of luxury. And instead of you getting that lap of luxury, somebody decided to put a hex on your finances. Now their finances are hexed. Okay? That's how that goes. Whatever somebody sends toward you, it's sent right back to them. I feel like you did a return to sender. Congratulations. It worked. Because now these people are going through bankruptcy and all kind of financial hardships right now. And they could even try to contact you to get some kind of help or assistance. Because believe me, they know that this is coming in for you. Somebody's child paid a practitioner to do something to their own mom. Okay? And it's at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Someone's child paid a practitioner to unalive their own mother, okay, at the direction of their father. All right. That's crazy. Let's see. So I'm assuming that this is an older child who knows better. They know right from wrong. They have free will, and they still chose to do this. So don't blame yourself. It is not your fault that you have a karmic child. This was all over money, okay? This is all these people care about is money. Tell me about this child that paid a practitioner to unalive her own mother or her own father here. This could also be your mother's energy. She could have paid a practitioner to unalive her own father here. Okay, but we're going to see what comes out next. Clarify, Holy Spirit, what this someone's child paid a practitioner to unalive their own biological parent here. This CIA handler, hmm? Somebody's sister is a CIA handler. Okay. So your sister has been working and grooming your child, or this could be a brother, this could be a mother, this could be an aunt, put it where it fits, but somebody's been grooming a child to come up against their own parental figure, all right? And this could be your karmic sister. She's been grooming your child to come up against you. Your own sister, she may be a CIA handler, all right? There's also something, your child may have gotten a PPP loan and put you on a PPP loan or got a loan in your name, or the sister, she's being investigated. All right. Your sister or your aunt or whoever, cousin, whoever this feminine is, they are under investigation. There's a homicide detective here. So she may have even been questioned about somebody that was unalived. All right. Tell me more about this sister that is possibly a CIA handler. She's one of the flying monkeys, though. She provides the intelligence to the narcissist, okay, or your child does, okay. It's something about your healing abilities. The CIA is very interested in your ability to heal people. Um, they're all around you. They're remote viewing, okay. Somebody could know that a child is not theirs. So your karmic sister could have been trying to say that a child that she's pregnant with is for your masculine, but it's for his homeboy. Wow, your sister's scandalous. Somebody's sister scandalous here. Somebody's sister name start with a K. Okay. Kim, Kimberly, Kenethia, Cassandra. This person could be a senior citizen. All right. So somebody who clarify the CIA handler spirit. Who is the CIA handler? I feel like your sister is the one that this person sends out. Your sister is being managed by somebody, and then she manages everybody else underneath her. Okay? Tell who's the CIA handler? The third party. Allow themselves to be. Who is the CIA handler? Somebody got lung cancer in this energy. They could be trying to tell the court, oh, I'm dying, I'm sick. And the court is, they don't care. You're going to jail. They don't care you got cancer, sir, ma'am. They don't care. You're going to jail. Yeah, targeted individual. You're going to jail for targeting a star seed. Someone has connections to the military. So this could be a karmic cousin that works with her karmic daughter here. And your karmic cousin told your masculine that she was pregnant for him. This masculine get around, man. This masculine and slept with your sister, your cousins. But for somebody here, it's your sister. Your sister slept with your ex. Somebody name could be Devontae, Devon. There's some kind of, could be a comet. Somebody name could be Comet. Somebody dog name could be Comet. Karmic lover. Somebody's karmic lover is involved here. I told you. I told you your karmic ex was sleeping with your sister and another gay man. Okay, this person was doing spell work on you. They, all three of them, were doing spell work on you. They could party together. I'm seeing the Three of Cups, like they celebrated together. Working with a crooked DEA. Okay, so your karmic sister or your karmic lover could be the CIA handler, and he is managing your sister and your child to target you. They have some connections to the military here. This is some kind of CIA experiment. This person is old enough to know better, but all over your money, this digital Bitcoin money, you got Bitcoin money, y'all. Spirit has been telling me some of you guys have CDs. You got Bitcoin money. You're gonna have a maid, a driver, a limo. Okay, that is cool. Crooked DEA. Wow. Working with the government, working with this uncle father who is your CIA handler. Okay, and he manages your sister and your child. So this is somebody's father or a baby father. They plan to leave the country. They think they're going to run to Israel. Plan to leave the country and run to Israel. You're not going nowhere. Just because you think you're gonna get away with this magic voodoo doll here. You think, what, did somebody travel to go get a voodoo doll? Some spell work done. Yeah, they planned it out. They traveled overseas to get a voodoo doll on you, collective, using your child. So they could have used your sister and your child to travel overseas to Israel, or one of your nieces or nephews, because they faked your death. They faked your death. So they're still trying to take you out with spell work, probably every single day. This person has this voodoo doll now that they had your child and your sister or brother here go travel overseas to get this doll that somebody put a spirit in. And now this person is thinking they want to throw it in front of a car just to get rid of you. They think if they throw this voodoo doll in front of a car or a truck, you're going to just splatter everywhere. I wouldn't advise it, y'all. You know, your spirit is not even connected to that voodoo doll no more. This is all their own energy. The court knows the truth about this crooked DEA and this voodoo doll. The truth, the court knows the truth about a fake death certificate or a fake death because somebody was unable to provide a death certificate to get these benefits. Okay. Period. Period. They were unable to get these benefits because from somebody who was in the military, somebody's father was in the military. There was some kind of survival benefits you were entitled to that this person tried to take from you. You may actually get an offer from the feds or from the police department to work with them. All right. For somebody here, you're going to be working with law enforcement to take down covens, fool in the reverse. They sent in an escort to the judge. Oh my goodness. The court knows the truth that they sent in an escort to the judges to try to sway their decisions. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The court knows the truth. The court knows everything these people are doing. The court, how this, I wonder if the sister knows or this aunt knows that they're being investigated. This mother daughter duo. This could be a mother daughter duo. This could be your sister and your niece, or this could be your mother and your sister, or this could be your sister and your child. Okay, take it how it resonates. But the court knows the truth that they have been swaying the decisions of these judges by blackmailing these judges and getting them on tape with their voices, even if they don't do anything, the way they construct these using AI, artificial intelligence, they create a whole fake sex tape on these judges. Some of them don't be fake. Some of these sex tapes be real. But some of these judges, some judges don't want to have nothing to do with these people, but they still create some way to blackmail these judges. Or they threaten to say, hey, you remember when you was with that girl? Well, she works for me. And somebody could have had a third party with someone and didn't know that this third party was really working with your father, your uncle father here. Your uncle father sends girls in to these judges so that they can get the type of outcome that they want from the court. They sacrificed your uncle, someone who is your uncle is really your father, all right? And they sacrificed this person. Anything else, Spirit? They did freezer spells on your money. All right, I told you they were attacking your money. Somebody doesn't like how tapped in you are. Somebody doesn't like how you're making your money. So they've been doing freezer spells to try to stop and block your money. Um, Also using a voodoo doll here. So if you feel a lot of different type of pains, sticks, pricks, and all of that, that is these people more than likely. Of course, get checked out, but you've been under some type of child ritualistic abuse when it comes to this uncle father here. Okay? Somebody, something about your dog's food. Okay? They could have been trying to do something to your animals as well, your pets. Your grandpa left you something, and this uncle father has been working with the CIA as your handler, okay, because of your healing abilities, your ability to restore people, okay. This uncle father is a Mason. They were part of some kind of cult, which came out the Golden Dawn, okay. This uncle father put you under some type of ritualistic abuse because you're not this person's child, okay? Someone connected to your grandfather, maybe somebody on your karmic mother's side of the family, were keeping track of this money, withdrawals, deposits. They were keeping a record of this trust fund money that was being spent by your karmic father and your karmic mother. Also, working with your karmic daughter, look at that, clarifying the child And I said it was a girl child. This karmic mother has personality disorder. She really believes her own lies. She really believes that she is you. All right. And your karmic daughter lied under oath to the court because this karmic aunt told her to, and this karmic uncle told her to. All right. These people are possessed due to some kind of demon in the mirror. Okay. My goodness, my goodness. These people are into some type of trafficking where they traffic rape victims, women who get pregnant and don't want the baby. This cult leader brings them into this church and then sells their baby to the adoption agencies. This cult leader, your uncle could be this cult leader. Okay, there's been a shift here. So somebody could be getting evicted, kicked out of their home because they couldn't pay the property taxes. Okay, somebody has not been able to pay the property taxes on their home and they got kicked out this house. They got evicted, or they couldn't pay their rent, or somebody got evicted. All right, this could be somebody in the collective. Maybe you're being evicted. I'm sorry that's happening to you. If this is yours, you're helping people. You're helping people. You're helping other children or other adults who were child trafficked and who've experienced child ritualistic abuse, narcissistic abuse. All right. You're helping this karmic twin to get away from this crazy, loony toony wife of his because she made him lose his job. You're helping this person. Maybe this is his energy. Somebody's lost their job because of this woman, his crazy ex wife. Like he hurt himself. And then she makes it like he's beating her or something, and she's the one that's doing all the hitting. She's the one that's doing all of the. She's very aggressive. She is very aggressive here. Helping people work through their debt, their karmic debt. You're helping your karmic twin work through his karmic debt. Okay. But they're definitely covering up a homicide here. You could have witnessed a homicide. You could have witnessed a homicide, collective, when you were little. And they're trying to cover up this homicide. This murder. Tell me more about this murder. Yeah, you said the right thing. Thank you. Your karmic mother is Snow White, or she's the character in the Snow White and the Huntsman, okay? She is that energy, that miserable, bitter, Karen energy that just is angry at the world, doesn't believe in love. She could have did this to her own sister, okay? This is crazy, this karmic mother figure. She was a third party to her own friend, or her friend was a third party. Somebody's husband had an affair with her friend. The friend got pregnant, all right? They took the baby and tried to sacrifice the baby, period, point blank. Somebody broke a covenant with their spirit husband, okay? You broke a covenant with your spirit husband. This has been your spirit husband attacking you. This person could have lung cancer and they could be dark skinned. Don't nobody care about Memorial Day, especially if they got to work. Take a test, okay? Mary Magdalene, you could be so you could need to take a DNA test to see if any of these people are really your family. Somebody here needs to do an ancestry and me on this emperor. All right, this father figure. You need to do a DNA test on your dad because this might not be your daddy. Okay, or your mother. You might need to do a DNA test on your mom. She may not be your mom. Archangel Ariel, I'm telling you, look at that. We got angels coming out. I'm telling you, that is the truth. This woman ain't your mama, or this man ain't your daddy. Okay, somebody name start with a T. I'm telling you, TK, KT. I hope I don't go nowhere today. I don't feel like going nowhere today. This person has a fatal attraction. His wife. His wife is a fatal attraction. Whoever this emperor is, this could be your ex, okay? Whoever his wife is, she is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They failed to pay the property taxes on your home and now they're being evicted, okay? This person did roof work here. Yeah, this person does root work. She's loony toony. Spirit is saying listen to 1111 hertz and 888 hertz. It will amplify your blessings, love and prosperity, luck and vibration. Okay. So listen to your 1111 hertz frequencies. It's all about frequencies. There's something going on with the weather and natural disasters. Somebody could be seeing a specter. You could be seeing ghost. Okay. There's something tied to a specific location. If you're seeing ghosts, if you're being targeted here, uh, they're using some kind of remote viewing here, you may need to move and change locations because there's something tied to a certain location here. If you're experiencing some kind of paranormal experiences, it's something about the deep state here and transhumanism. Okay, they're trying to modify people. Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. Kool-Aid with LSD, y'all. You were a part of some kind of MK Ultra program. Period. Point blank. You were part of some kind of CIA mind control because of a will or an inheritance here. You were put in this program by this uncle. Somebody got a loan. I told you I picked up on a loan. Somebody got a loan on your inheritance. Oh, please stop cursing. And come here. Yeah, I'm on the line. You got to come in here talking on the phone. Man, they just fucked that up. Oh shit, that's kind of cool out here. Lemuria, Lemurian and Atlantean. Somebody here, you're of Lemuria. You're a Lemurian star seed and Atlantean. Alrighty, that's all I have for you right now.